Hello and welcome to Tenderfoot Tactics. This is a first impressions / review video, and I would highly recommend checking this out if you are a big fan of turn-based tactics, RPGs, or strategy games, and there is a link in the description. This video is not sponsored in any way. The developers reached out to me and I thought to myself, wow, this actually looks really cool, and I'd love to do a video on this. So, quick look at the settings menu just so you can see exactly what it has. It really has nothing, but it doesn't need anything. It has a very low poly, unique aesthetic, and you don't really need to worry about anything. You can change it from creamy or crunchy, as you can see right there. So it adds a little bit of jagged lines to the textures, or, well, should we say to the environment, as you so desire. Anyway, we're going to be creating a new game. I already created one, just to see if everything was working correctly for me. For my recording software, everything, and all that stuff. Anyway, in this, you play with a party of goblins. And you are tasked with exploring the world and to try and fight back against the mysterious entity or the mysterious disaster, environmental disaster potentially, I don't know yet, that is known as the fog. And as you can see, we have Pascal here talking and saying, "Look, the tower, perhaps the spirit is within." And so, we have now entered the tutorial, and this is exactly the reason why, of course, it is a first impressions video, because we're going to be going through the tutorial together, and you can obviously see this very, very easily. This is super, super easy to learn, and you can just move around with WASD, or by left-clicking with the mouse, so obviously you can do that if you so desire. You can also jump with spacebar and crouch slide. Look at that. Look at crouch sliding. Ooh, I like it. So if we go downhill, then we can go downhill. Anyway, we have a menu down here, as you can see. You can select your different goblins. They all have different abilities, as you can tell. And these are all going to come in mighty handy as we go forward. And you can also equip them with a variety of different things. As you can see, this one has a tansy, which is a bright yellow puffs of petals clumped on the end of long, reddish, woody stalks, either toxic or medicinal, depending on who you ask. Can be made into a greenish yellow dye. And you can see all their HP values and everything, and increasing their max health. And you can even evolve and groom. I don't exactly know what that means, so we're going to have to find that out as we go. But anyway, let's see what's in the tower. It's empty. We should wait. The spirit was here recently. They will return. But isn't it dangerous out here with the fog so near? We'll hole up inside. Hopefully the spirit does not take our entrance as a breach of trust. But in the dark of night, a bang and a crash reverberating through the tower, the door blown clean off its hinges. The three jump to their feet, groggy but still armed and ready for battle. Oh yes, and by the way, Tenderfoot Tactics literally just came out. It's like a day ago or something like that. And yeah, if you want to check it out, then I highly recommend doing it. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is the turn-based tactics portion. Let's have a look at turn order here. Goblins take turns one at a time in an order specified on the turn order display. Yeah, so obviously you can move once and act once in either order. That's actually very cool. So that means that you can, if there is an enemy in range, you can attack and then move if you want to. I think that's actually a very nice system. And then we also have combat deployment. At the start of a battle, you can select your goblins and place them where you like within the deployment zone. Okay, very nice standard fare there. Very happy with that. Alright, so we can place them anywhere we want to. As you can see right here, here's the deployment zone. So I'm going to place Nettle over here. I'm actually not sure whether I can move through little shrubberies here, but we'll see what happens. As far as I'm aware, Nettle is actually our healer. So I'm going to try and keep him out the way a little bit, and we'll try and move Pascal a little bit ahead here, and then we'll just begin. I think this one's a ranged character, and this one's more of a sort of fisticuffs guy, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so here we go. Now we can move. So let's move over here. Are they both out? Oh, they have. This one's pretty strong, actually. That one's pretty strong. Let's move over here. Can I attack? No, it seems like I can. Can I? Warriors, surely you do not hide from us. Why would you come to gain the strength of a spirit when the strength of the whole fog could be yours? Yeah, I see. Alright, so this guy's going to come over. He's going to attack us, of course. Whoa, 40 damage? Okay, hello. The dawn of an empire is upon you, and this tonight is your chance to become an important individual in the making of the next age. Lay down your weapons. Silence. I know this lie. Such an empire will never bend to the will of its servants. Aspirants to that scale of power will only find themselves tools to it. Ha! From within you will be servants, tools. From without you will be nothing. Our power is vast beyond the pitiful little town you hail from. We are the only future. Come, let us show you. Alright. So, yeah, let's actually attack now, because this was actually the waiting button, and I did not select that appropriately. So let's attack. Boom. Nice 44 damage right there. He's almost dead, so that's nice. Now we can also move if we so desire. We might actually want to do that, so let me actually just move over here. And then we will... technically we can speak to people, can we? No, no. Alright. Oh, he's going to use a bow. Okay, we've almost lost one of our guys, but hopefully that's not going to make too much difference. Okay, so now let's move over here. Let's try and finish off this one at the very least. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, there are no probabilities in this game whatsoever. There are no percentage chances, no dice rolls, no nothing. So you are basically always going to take damage, and you're always going to be dealing damage. Now that, in my opinion, is a very cool system because it relies less on random luck and more on your own strategy and tactical prowess, which I think is very important in a game like this. Anyway, when an enemy is knocked out, they'll drop a spirit cloud on their grid space. Walking one of your goblins through a spirit cloud will cause them to gain whatever experience that enemy dropped, pushing you closer to a level up. Spirit clouds also heal you for a small amount. If the experience gained causes a level up, your goblin will heal to full health. At the end of combat, remaining spirit clouds will be automatically pooled. Their total experience split evenly between your surviving goblins. That's actually really nice. I like that system as well because that means that even if you kill something from extremely far away, you don't really have to worry about it at all. Alright, so let's actually select... Ooh, this is going to be quite nice. Anesthetize? Plus 12 max health. No, I think we're just going to attack here. Can I? Ah, I see. Okay, I can't attack because we are too close. So we're just going to move back, and then we will indeed attack. There we go. Can I do it now? No, I can't do it now. Okay, can I... Oh, apparently I can't do that. Okay, anesthetize? Oh, I don't think that's really going to do much, unfortunately. I think I may have made a slight error. I wonder what happens when they die. I'm not sure. Goblins can move up to 4 spaces on their turn. Difficult terrain such as thick brush costs all remaining movement to enter. These spaces are marked with diagonal shading while moving. In other words, this shade here. So you can see that very easily. Cliffs cost 1 extra movement to jump up per height difference. You can count the extra move cost by counting the thin horizontal lines along the cliff's edge. Oh no, that's cool. I love that. The visual style providing all kinds of tactical information without providing it in the UI itself. I think that's really nice. Okay, so let's move with Pascal then, I suppose, and we'll move up here. And we will murder this guy. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, now hopefully he's not going to get killed. I hope, yes, there we go. Okay, we can actually move with Nettle here. Now the main problem with Nettle is that unfortunately he can only attack for 32 damage in comparison to the enemy having much more than that. Well, not much more, but he has 36 HP, so he won't be able to do anything there. So I'm actually going to move over and we'll use first aid on this guy. There we go. Heal him up. And then we'll just face towards this little area. Oh, apparently he's going for Nettle. I'm actually really surprised. I don't know why he would do that, to be honest. Okay, so can I actually attack from here? I might be able to. Yeah, 3 to 5. See? It actually shows you the range. I'm just a bit of an idiot, so I did not see that, but it does show you the range. So I'm gonna move over here, and I will attack from this area. There we go. We can actually do that right now. Oh, almost a kill. Almost. And there we have it. Nice. And we gained some experience. As you can see, experience is actually quite difficult to gain, although maybe not so difficult if you kill most of the opponents with a specific unit. As you can see right here, Ellil has gained the most experience just purely for the fact that he was able to get most killing blows, I suppose, and maybe able to deal as much damage as he was. Bloodied and thoroughly roused, the goblins blocked up the door as best they could with what furniture they found nearby, and in a quiet, sustained panic, they waited for the fog to come again. But it did not. Many hours passed, and finally as the sun took its place in the mid-morning sky, they saw the spirit approaching, and quickly cleared the door and went out to greet them. "Oh, great spirit, it is I, Pascal, honor guard of Hawk. Do you remember me?" "Oh, I do not remember much, little Pascal. I am afraid I find myself much diminished, today at least, and perhaps yesterday as well. Surely tomorrow." "Spirit, we three come to be of service to you, to join with you, in exchange for the gift of your magic, that we be made stronger by your grace. I am very weak and can offer you little just now. It may be some time until I can return you to your homes, but if you would stay with me, I would be grateful for the help." And so they did stay. But their presence seemed only to diminish the spirit further, and the spurts of self that came through were not so clear at all. What did come through turned them always westward. They didn't fully understand why, but they knew that they needed to make a trip, and they felt that they might not return. Alright, here we go. Bird's eye. Use the middle mouse button to take to the skies as a bird, or return to your goblins at ground level. As a bird, you'll be able to see markers you can't see from the land. Finding and claiming more birds from the wilds will let you fly higher and see farther. Alright, so as you can see, we got a little bird here, and we will be able to walk around, and as far as I am aware, this is all procedurally generated. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it, but as far as I'm aware, that is indeed the case. So let's see if I can command the bird to actually do something, because I seem to... there we go. We're actually telling it to go where we want it to go now. Look, there's actually something over there that we might be able to investigate. And as you can see, our goblins are actually following the bird as we go, because obviously this is our scout that we're using. So let's head over there and see exactly what that is. There we go. Okay, so we just gained some experience. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. I gotta say, I know that maybe some people may not be too pleased with the low poly style of the game, but I actually think it suits it extremely well. The actual plot line that we've so far experienced and the feel of the world actually gives it just that much more of a perfect feeling with that aesthetic. I feel like it really does make a big difference. We have an additional goblin apparently that is helping us. Nyx. There we go. Yes, we just gained some experience with Nyx. Okay, so that's actually quite nice. Okay, so Ellil can now move first. Wait a minute. I'm actually unsure whether that is the person moving first. I don't think so. I think it's the person with the bow. In combat, move the camera around with WSD. Oh, yes, we already know that. Thank you very much. Alright, so that's perfectly fine. So let's have a look. Okay, so I think we should probably just attack. This guy's going to do a ranged attack. This guy's going to do... What is that? He's just going to regularly attack. And that guy's going to do a ranged attack as well. Okay. So, you know what? I think I'm pretty happy with how I have set people up. Maybe I'll put them in here. And I think we're pretty happy with this. So let's just begin. And now we can potentially attack all the way from here. Gonna attack this guy. There we go. Time and natural systems. While moving or acting, various natural systems run their simulations. Water, soil moisture, plant growth, and fire. You can check the status of these systems within a grid square by looking at the banner on the bottom left. Natural systems run on time steps, progressing slightly every tick. The tick counter below the banner will show how long any action will take. The higher the number of ticks, the further the natural systems will progress while the action is being taken. Moving takes 4 ticks, plus 4 per grid space moved. Actions take 24 ticks each. An average turn might take 30 to 40 ticks. And so, as you can see from the small banner here, we can actually take a look at the plant growth in the selected grid space, which is just here in actual fact, I suppose. And so that's actually very important. There's a lot of environmental manipulation that you can do in this game, and I've seen a number of the trailers and indeed screenshots, as well as the Steam store page description, mentioning a whole bunch about how your characters can influence the battlefield itself. So in other words, some characters can remove the ground entirely, some can set it on fire, I would assume, and so on and so forth. So it's a lot of different tactical options that you have here. Anyway, we're probably going to be now just waiting. I don't think I really need to move at all, but I could move back. No, I think I'm just going to wait. There are going to be 2 people that will attack before me, which is not the best. Yeah, it seems like they're just going over here. Hopefully they're not going to get any kind of height advantage. I actually wonder whether they get a height advantage by attacking from the upper slope. It might very well be the case. That archer is now, of course, attacking us. That's not very nice, thank you. Okay, so we now have a Pascal who is going to be fighting here. And we'll see... I guess we'll just do this. The grenade could be really good. As you can see right here, the grenade actually does have an environmental effect and can actually cause the environment to sink. And I'm not entirely sure what that's going to do, because it might be possible to trap someone in a potential sinkhole, or it could be that if we are on a higher elevation, then maybe there's going to be like a nothingness in the depths of that particular area, and you might be able to get like a hole through that and maybe get them killed through that. But I think we're just going to go for a regular attack here. Boom. Nice little bit of damage right there. And then we're just going to wait. Alright, okay, so now we have a Nettle. Nettle can move. So we've taken a bit of damage with Nettle here, which is not very good because Nettle is indeed our first aider. So I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to... I mean, here's the thing. I can choose to do one of 2 different actions. I can either attack, or I can use first aid, and then I can move. So technically, I think what I want to do is I want to go over here, because if I move further away, that's going to allow the archer to attack me. So that's the thing. We've got to remember that archers do have, at least for the most part, they have a minimum range of 3 squares away. So this is going to be the most advantageous for us. I'm going to use first aid. I wonder how many times I can use first aid. I'm not too sure. What's this? At the end of a goblin's turn, you'll decide what direction they face. Yes, I have been doing that. Keep their backs and sides protected. When a goblin is hit from the side or back, they'll be unnerved, knocking them backward in the turn order. Controlling the turn order in this way is essential for good strategy. Okay, I wasn't aware of unnerving, but I was aware of the whole facing mechanic, so we'll see if we can maybe make that happen towards some of our opponents. Seems like they can attack from 2 spaces away. Maybe they have a different kind of bow that is enabling them to do that. So that's actually kind of bad. That is kind of bad for me. Okay, so we can attack just straight up here, so I guess we're just going to attack like so. And then I think what we're gonna do... I think I actually would like to move over here and then face this way. Ooh, that was I think that might have been a mistake. I actually think... You know what? I think it probably wouldn't have made any difference. I think we probably would have had a death on our hands no matter what. in that case. So we'll see actually. But yeah, we're going to attack once again. We can attack this one or this one. Unfortunately, we seem to always be just out of the amount of damage that we need. We need a little bit more, but I think considering this one is probably the most powerful, as you can quite clearly tell, this one is level 6 or has a lot of experience at the very least. I think that little number there indicates how experienced a particular goblin is, or a particular enemy, shall we say, in this case. So we're just going to wait here for some time once again, and we'll face this way. And we'll see what happens. Going to attack up here. 32 damage. That's pretty significant, actually. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move like so. I could use a grenade. Ooh, no, that's bad. Oh, that's actually... You know what? That is actually not even bad. I would say that is actually kind of good. But on the one hand, this is just not gonna... I don't think that's gonna work, unfortunately. I'd love to be able to do it, but we're just going to have to kill this one. There we go. Now we can face this way. And this guy's gonna die, 100%. Yeah, as you can quite clearly tell. I think we should have probably used the grenade first. I think using the grenade first would have probably made sense. Okay, so now we can attack from the side here with Nyx. So I think that's probably going to be what we'll end up doing. So we'll just attack like so. That's going to unnerve this guy to go... Oh, no, never mind. He's actually dead. Okay, well, that's better, isn't it? Yes, I think that's a lot better. And now we can actually move. So we can move up here. And I think we'll face this way. Because this guy's going to come that way. He's going to shoot... Ooh, he's shooting Pascal. I'm not a big fan of him shooting Pascal, to be honest. Because Pascal does so much damage. Unfortunately, he's now dead, which is not great. So now Nyx is the one that is basically left by himself. So this is not going to work out too well, I don't think. Right. Can I attack again? Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to just wait. We'll just do it this way. Okay, we're already at the back, so it makes no sense. Okay, so he's going to attack. Okay, I think we're done, actually. We might be able to move... Oh, no, he's going to attack us. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's retry. Let's retry. It's really nice that they allow you to retry at any time as well. I was not utilizing, in my opinion, the full extent of what I had to offer here. So let's see if I can do a little bit better this time. All right. So... as you can see, most buffs and stuff like that, and debuffs, I would assume, will follow the tick mechanic. So they don't last for a certain amount of turns. They have an actual time in the game that is associated with ticks. And you can see that quite clearly down in the bottom left. You see that number there in that little circle? 24 ticks is what an action will take. So that's very, very useful. All right, let's attack here. There we go. We already know about that. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to do... I'm just going to move back. I think I'll move back into the little bush there. And we'll see what we can do. Right. Okay, so we can potentially go over there. Can we? No, we can't reach that guy, but we could go over there and unnerve him, but unnerving makes no difference whatsoever, in my opinion. What about a grenade? Grenade's not going to do anything. I'm going to get a bit antsy with the grenade now because I didn't use it before adequately enough, so I'm actually kind of saddened by that, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to move over... here, and we're going to take a bit of an aggressive route. And then we could potentially use a grenade now. That's going to do a little bit. It's going to unnerve this guy for 2 turns, or give him unnerve 2 at the least, because we're going to be attacking him from behind, which is quite significant, I would say. But I would prefer to probably just attack him straight up. There we go. Yeah, 44 damage. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's go with that. And this guy's using a bow after all, so he's probably going to attack someone else anyway, as you can see. He is indeed doing that. Ooh, they're all attacking... Who's this? They're all attacking... Nettle? No, they're all attacking Nyx, aren't they? Yes, they're all attacking Nyx. That's not very nice of them. Okay, so what we're going to do... is we're going to use first aid. I mean, why wouldn't we, right? Yeah, so we're going to move over here. And then I will use first aid. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get that heal. Get that heal. That is looking really nice. Okay. So that is good. This guy is probably never going to reach us in time. No, he's not going to reach us in time, thankfully enough. And now we can move wherever we so desire. So let's have a look. We can move here. And then we could get an attack on him. We can move here, get an attack on this guy. This guy, it might be kind of good to get an attack on this one, to be honest. I'd like to push this one back in the order, though, if at all possible. So I think I'm going to try that. Yeah, there we go. Push him back in the order. That's exactly what we wanted. So he is not even going to be attacking us that soon. So I'm actually going to go and face this way, because this guy might actually be the one attacking us first. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so can I attack from this range? No, I cannot. So I need to move a little bit forward. And now I can attack him, so we can potentially kill that one. This guy's going to be attacking next. We could give him Unnerve 1. This would actually be perfect. I think I'm going to attack this guy. Perfect. Wonderful. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so that is great. So now I will use a grenade on these guys right here. I'm actually wondering, can I get... Yeah, I'm going to use a grenade on these guys. Unnerve them, as you can see. Boom. That guy's going to die. And then we can potentially move this one over... got to be a bit careful. Let's move him about here, and let's just face that way, because we got to be a bit careful of number 3 over there. We don't know whether he's going to be attacking or not. You know, we've got to be a bit cautious. Okay, so we can potentially move here. That's not going to do anything. So we could potentially go... Yeah, we don't have that much movement points, unfortunately, with Nettle, because we are in the thick brush, which is obviously intended. I actually wanted to do that. So let's just wait here. Okay, we're going to get a little bit shot. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. No problem at all. We can use first aid if we need to. Oh, so close. Thankfully, we're not getting unnerved right there. We're not getting unnerved, so that's perfectly fine with me. All right, so now let's see. What can we do? We can just attack, give unnerve to this one. I think I'm probably going to do that. And then we're going to move probably back here. Face this way, because this guy is probably going to kill either this one or this one. Can I shoot? I can't shoot there. All right, gonna have to move away a little bit, then attack this one. There we go. And now Pascal. Oh yes, you will be murdering. Oh yes, you will be murdering this guy like no one's business. So let's do that. Boom. Yeah. Gotta say, I actually really like the fact that there aren't percentages involved, because having a percentage chance in a situation like this would just add a huge amount of frustration in comparison to actual tactical thought. And I know we've all had that kind of situation happen where you have a 97% chance to hit, and you are basically in the face of the enemy that you want to attack, and then it misses. And then everything turns around. And that's not to say that that's not riveting or exciting or anything like that. It's just quite frustrating when it happens again and again. Anyway, let's see here. I would like to heal if at all possible. So I will heal this guy because he is technically our bodyguard, so to speak, kind of. So let's move over here. Hopefully we're not going to get killed. No, seems like we're not. That's great. Good heal on that part there, and we will hopefully be able to now fire at them. So let's attack. unnerved 2. Basically doesn't make any difference. Actually, it does make a difference. Yes, it actually does make a difference. You know why? Because every single time we use unnerve on an opponent, it's going to further push them down the list. So even if one of our goblins takes an action, the enemy will still be on the bottom of the list. So technically we can keep them stun locked in this kind of situation, which is actually amazing, because that means that they're actually never able to react if there's one enemy remaining, that is. So let's just wait there, face towards them. This guy can't do anything as far as I am aware. He still can't do anything. So I will now move over here with Pascal, and then we will literally just murder. Not with the grenade though. Not with the grenade, thank you very much. And there we have it. There, that went a little bit better, didn't it? All right, so we are actually able to take all of this, as far as I am aware, right? I think I can take all of this. This is pretty cool, actually. So, yes, I will take all of that. And there we go. Hawk thanks you. Hawk Familial gives you a little bit of rep with him. And we also gain some population. 1 goblins lost from Hawk can finally return home. There you go. And now we're back on the world map. Seamless transition also. Seamless transition. So let's see. There's actually a little bit of experience down here. Now bear in mind that obviously because this is open world, we have to be a bit careful about enemies jumping on us at any time. So let's actually go into our inventory real quick, because I'm just wondering whether anyone has leveled up. Seems like no one has leveled up just yet. Unfortunate. But we did gain a number of things here, and as you can see, you can equip them with basically whatever you want. So, for example, these star studs, they give you +5 additional attack, which is actually quite amazing. I think I'm going to give that to, I think, Willow, I think, could definitely use a little bit more attack power. And we also have a stone statuette. Let's give that to Nettle, because Nettle is having huge problems staying alive, and that's definitely going to help out. And then we can give Rosemary to Nyx. I seem to be giving Nyx the short end of the stick here, to be honest. But let's just, I guess, let's just give them that. And there we go. Oh, we can now do evolution and things like that as well. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so what does this actually mean? I have no idea. Oh, interesting. Oh, now that's very cool. Look at that. You can literally level them up into any class in the entire world, basically. I mean, just look at how many selections you have available here. This is insane, the amount of potential that you have at your fingertips. And obviously, we just have a regular goblin here, but you can potentially get a knight as well. So, for example, Pascal is a knight-based goblin, so obviously he's going to probably become a knight relatively shortly. And the same thing with Willow. Willow is much more of an archer-based goblin, so you know, Willow is going to become an archer. And Nettle, I don't know what Nettle's going to be. Probably like a woods witch or something along those lines. And then Nyx is probably just going to be a knight as well, or something like that. And now, this is what the groom menu means. It basically just means you can customize your characters, and you can just basically change what they look like and all that stuff, which I think is very cool. You can also change their names if you so desire too, by the looks of things here. I quite like their names, I gotta say. I actually feel like I've grown a bit attached to the default names, so I'm pretty happy to just keep them the way they are. But otherwise, I think that's going to be it for this review / first impressions. I would definitely recommend this game to you if you are a fan of tactics-based games with RPG elements and obviously an open world style in a low poly environment. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. It definitely helps me out. And if you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.